Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses. First Tellurium Corp., the future of mining. And Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you up one of my attractor streamers. This is my flashy bugger. This fly is kind of a thrown together deal, but it works very, very well. It catches a lot of attention. Dark waters, other waters, we can change the colors of this. I'm going to go right from whites to blacks. This is one of my favorite colors here I'm going to be showing you. Let's go over the materials we need to tie the fly. Start with, I'm going to be using a size 2. This is a perfect bend Gamakatsu hook. It has a straight eye on it. Nice thinner wire. A good strong shanks. We're going to be using a small prop blade on the front. Then we'll be going on behind that with a medium gold Conehead. You can use silver, whatever colors you use. You can change the color sequence to this, of course. The thread, I'll just be using some black 6/0 thread. The tail material, I'm going to be coming in here with some extra select Marabou. These are large plumes. They're selected for good long fibers off the side here, and they work really, really well for these multi-tail flies, multicolored flies. The body material, I'm going to be using some seal and ice dub. This is the darker olive blend here that I've blended up. The hackle on this fly is going to be Palmer's Chenille medium root beer. On the accent on the tailing material, I'm going to be using some very fine Flashabou. This has got some red and some green and gold mix. That's a real nice color on that. On the head for the collar, I'm just going to use some burnt orange hackle. I'll just use some of the webby hackle for the collar off the rear of that saddle. So I'll get a hook in the vise and we'll tie one of these, a little prop propeller on the front, and then my gold bead in behind. And you can use silver beads or cone heads or beads, whatever you wish. The prop flies really do get a lot of attention. You don't see a lot of them around. The old Pistol Pete was one of the first ones out with props. I've been using prop flies for steelhead, or not steelhead so much, but salmon and anything really big, pike flies, walleye, trout, anything will swim like these trout or these prop flies that really catch your attention. But you want to make sure that prop moves really easy. You don't want to get them jammed too tight. So I'll put some O2O lead on there. I'm going to come over with my thread, kind of get it so it doesn't slide around on me, get a bit of a nice base. Make sure it turns easy. Then we'll come in with a multi-tail colored tail. Just bring in some tan here. Make sure we got the very bottom fuzzy stuff off. This is really long, soft fiber. Take just a little piece, so you can go 3 colors of what we're doing. I'm going to go longer than the tail, longer than the shank, about 1.5 length. It's got a very long tail on it. I like this when I have kind of the end of a drift when I'm stripping it across, and I kind of make the corner on that current below me. This tail really swings really nice, soft and breathable. We'll come with another little section of olive on top. You can change it up to olive, tan olive if you want, whatever you wish. And then another little section of tan on the top. I'll just stack that on top. Cut those butts off a little bit. Come in behind to make sure it's all secure. Tail's going to sit up tight. Just a nice blend when it gets wet. Looks good. And then I'll bring in my Flashabou, which would be just the multicolor. A little gold. Oh. Red. And there are the few strands. Catch it on the one side of this side of the tail. Switch that off. And on the other. That's mostly all gold in that batch for some reason. I'm going to make sure I get a little of that red and green in there too. I like that color in there. That's a bright, this is just a flashy. Might have a little more flash on than I want, but I want those colors in there. Going back on each side. And I rather use a Flashabou than that crystal flash because it breathes, moves so nice and soft. Nice and bright. Okay, there's our tail. Then I'll come in here with our Palmer Chenille, medium root beer. It's really good material. I've used a lot of this over the years for saltwater, mostly. Tie that down. Throw a half hitch in here. Come in with my blend of dark olive seal fur and some ice tub blended. Use that in a lot of the seal bugger patterns and so forth, leeches. Make sure we don't get anything tied in there as far as any of our flash. I just want to get, so we have a bit of a transition there from the body to the tail. Big loose wrap body, not too tight. Then I'll bring in my dubbing picker here and just loosen that up a little bit, get some of the fibers out. I'm going to pick that out at the end after I'm done too. I want that really nice, because that seal fur and that ice tub peeking through there. Now I'll take these turns of the Palmer Chenille. I'm only going to take about 4 turns. Tie that off. A little bit of a space at the head, that's okay. We're going to put put a collar on that. I'm going to brush this all back. It's going to look a little more ruly. Start preening that back, it'll look a lot better. Palmer Chenille sometimes comes and looks a little funny. Then I'll bring in some nice webby burnt orange. I'll put that right behind the cone. Take about 3 turns. Gives that a nice accent. And take my whip finish. Whip finish that right behind the head. Drop a little cement in there. You really want to make sure that, see, this got a little tight now. That prop does not want to spin. Just push everything back. There it goes. And there it is. A little flashy bugger. Because it does flash and it's really bright in the water. You're going to see the prop really reflects the light really nice. Vibration. You're going to feel that in the water. It swims very, very well. So there it is, folks. Little flashy bugger. We'd like to thank you again for watching us. And there's one you want to take the water. I'm sure you're going to have lots of good fun with this. Catch maybe some of the biggest fish you've caught of the season with this fly. So thanks again for watching. Catch you again real soon. What I'll do now to finish this off, I want to pick this out. We're not quite done. I'm going to spend a little time getting my ice dub. See that green starting to show up now on my fly? That green ice dub in there. That really adds to the light. I'm going to go find myself a little brush here, wherever I put my brush, and comb that back, and it'll look a lot better. There, we're starting to get it, preening it back, but I'll get a nice brush on there. So thanks again for watching, and catch you real soon next time on Sport Fishing on the Fly. Thank you.